is this booth. Change a child's story. Oh, I've heard of CASA. I've heard of this. Oh my God. Do you have a few minutes where I can ask 3 questions?
Sure.
So I've heard of CASA, but I don't know how to get involved in this organization. First, can you tell me what CASA is and who are you?
Well, CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates.
Okay.
So our program here is just for children who are from Shawnee County.
Okay.
And they are all children who have an open court case, child in need of care case, because there's been abuse or neglect.
Okay.
Volunteers can, if somebody wants to be a CASA volunteer, there is a free service training that they're required to go through. Certainly we need to do background checks, criminal background.
Yeah, they're working with kids in a vulnerable situation.
And that. So
wonderful.
And then it's actually the sync judge that issues an order for our program to serve this child. And then there's another order for the specific volunteer to serve that child or sibling group. So
wonderful. I thought it was maybe, foster or something, but I think that's a common perception. It might have to do with that, but CASAs are this unique. They're not the parents, and they're not the state. So
what the CASAs really are is kind of an additional piece that the court is wanting to have involved in a case because the volunteers are required to meet with the child, meet with the foster parents if the kids are in care. They meet with their biological parents. They check on how the child's doing in school and with their mental health therapists and that.
They're really child-focused, I'm hearing. Very. And the smile on your face.
Yeah. And then the volunteer also prepares a report for the court.
Wow.
So our hearing.
So there's an impact.
There is an impact. So the agency that's doing usually it's a child that's in foster care. So the agency that is case managing that foster care case, they prepare a report, but then the CASA volunteer also prepares a report. And those reports are then viewed by the judge and all of the attorneys that are involved in the case. And so our job is we let the court know what's been happening with the child, and then we also make recommendations for what we think needs to be happening.
Yeah, so it can make an impact, and it's like an extra set of eyes, focused on the child.
What's best for them.
Okay, wow. Do you have 2 more questions? Is that okay? What's something that people love about being a CASA that you've heard? If they ask some volunteers, what brings you coming back?
I think one of the most important things is that so many times these children that we're serving have had multiple case managers, foster care agencies.
Like a runaround or turnover.
A lot of turnover there. And what our goal is that when we assign a CASA to a child, that person is going to stay with that child until that child's court case
beginning to end. Oh, wow.
And so,
you would think that's always the case, but no, not always. Because complicated family systems and dynamics.
Oftentimes, the CASA, if it's been a case that's been going on for very long, that CASA probably knows the case better than anybody else.
Because the judge has like 100 or 500 kids or thousands and backlogged. So one CASA to one kid. And or it's one family or something. Or each kid has one CASA. Maybe one CASA has a couple.
May have a couple.
If their hearts are very big.
And they have the time.
And they have the
time to do that. But.
Okay, so there's probably a lot more details because you can't just show up and then go into court the next day. So if people want to know more, what did they just type CASA in Google? Because that's not going to get you to the right place.
CASA of Shawnee County.
CASA of Shawnee County. Wonderful. CASA of Shawnee County. Okay, great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Quite
I
all right.
love
Thank you.
CASA.